A&M comes in as I think, more difficult opponent. I think they're a better team than Tennessee. I mean, they are. Yeah. Their front seven is going to, you would think, give Arkansas fits.
This is a great defense, and it's an offense that, for example, has not lost a fumble this year. I mean, they don't make a lot of mistakes. So, I mean, they're a very, very solid football team. This is a good A&M team.
Offensively, they've got a great quarterback, sort of like Arkansas's Taylon Green, that can really run, can really escape you, can throw on the run, can beat you with his legs. It's going to be a tough task. The line coming out to open the week at 7.5 was a bit surprising. But Arkansas is at home. They've shown they could be in any game this year, that they're not fumbling outside of the Notre Dame game. That game, I don't even know what we say about that game. It's just so hard to analyze. There was a lot going on. I think Memphis beat them twice in some ways in that game, or the accumulation of the season.
I'm not sure Ole Miss didn't beat them 3 times.
Yeah, but you would expect that Arkansas would be in this game, but I think nothing against the players they have. I mean, they've got some players that can go, and they're not as bad as some people make them out to be. But A&M, if you're looking at one of the teams that has a chance to make a serious run and win it all, I don't know why they wouldn't be in that. The thing that's killed A&M this year is not necessarily turnovers, but they have made a bunch of mistakes. They have had a lot of untimely penalties that have not cost them in terms of losing a game, but made things more difficult than they needed to be and could be taken advantage of if they make mistakes. And obviously a lot of football comes down to that.
A&M's lost. They lost Le'Veon Moss, outstanding running back. But so much of what they do is, and you touched on it there, is similar to Arkansas in the respect that, from an offensive standpoint, I mean, they are quarterback-centric. And Marcel Reed's the kind of guy that he can make something out of nothing. And just when you think you've got him, you don't. Just when you think you've got the angle on him when he's running the ball, you don't. So, in many respects, this is going to be a quarterback game because so much of what both teams do centers around the quarterback. But they're both going to have help. Arkansas has got to be able to, they've got to be able to protect Green, number one. But, there were points in that game Saturday where Arkansas ran the ball well. I thought they ran the ball well early in the game. They've got to continue to do that. And then you've got to follow up on that with points. So, because that's what A&M's going to be trying to do. But A&M will probably be tougher to run on than Tennessee would be my guess.
Yeah, Arkansas still a 7.5-point underdog at Oaklawn Sports, where you can download the app today and new customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download it in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You can bet with Arkansas's best sports betting app. It's Oaklawn Sports. Bet with the brand you trust.
Think about that line for a minute. Arkansas is 2-4. To the outside world in a spiral. They've lost 4 in a row. Coach has been fired in the midst of all that. You've got a guy in with an interim tag. You're playing the 4th-ranked team in the country. I mean, a team people are talking about in terms of winning a national championship. I'm not saying 7.5 points is not a significant line. It is. But it wouldn't be unusual to see a double-digit line in a game like that. My point is that there's still in the back of our minds, certainly, and I think still in the backs of the minds of the people that watch this nationally, there's still that respect factor for what Petrino's brought to the table, maybe a renewed spirit. I think we saw it in the Tennessee game, and people think we might see it again. And I just, many times in a game like this, Bart knows more about it than I do, but I was a little bit surprised the line wasn't bigger, frankly, for A&M.
I was a little surprised as well, Chuck, and I'm also surprised that it hasn't really moved, that it's just kind of stayed where it is. Now, I expect we'll see some movement as we get closer to kickoff. A&M is going to be without Le'Veon Bell, their leading rusher, or Le'Veon Moss. Le'Veon Bell was another running back.
He was
Le'Veon
pretty
Moss,
good too.
Yep. Le'Veon Moss, their leading rusher, going to be out for an extended period, so that probably has it kind of stationary right now. I would expect as we get closer to game time, it's going to move one way or the other. My guess is it moves a little bit more towards A&M nationally, But here locally, we might see it move a little more toward Arkansas.
So what gives Arkansas a chance in this game? Don't make mistakes.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't.
Well, I was just thinking about how you beat teams, because look, not every team can get up for every game, and A&M could come in here and not have their best effort, but they're good enough to win without their best effort, but for you to make them pay for it, you've got to not make mistakes, penalties, turnovers. Obviously,
you got to be perfect. I mean,
you don't have to be perfect, but you got to put enough pressure on them to pay for not playing up to their talent level.
Yeah.
But those games happen all the time.
Right.
It's, can you take advantage of it? Can you do anything with it? And that's where you got to be more sound than Arkansas has been able to be.